Hello, how's your weekend? Jeju women divers may have evolved for diving. On the South Korean island of Jeju, there is a community of women who practice free diving to collect shellfish, and it's believed they have been doing this for thousands of years. Called haenyo, haenyeyo, pronounced Haenyo, which means sea woman. They can dive as deep as 18 meters without any breathing equipment, and although each dive lasts only 30 seconds or less, they will continue to dive many times over a 4 or 5 hours period. Ooh. Now scientists have found evidence that the Haenyo have evolved to be better adapted to this freediving lifestyle. The research team studied 3 groups of women, 30 Haenyo divers, 30 non-diving women from Jeju, and 31 people from mainland South Korea. All the participants were around 65 years old, which is the average age for Haenyo. The researchers studied the women's genomes from blood samples. They also measured the woman's heart rate and blood pressure when they were resting and during simulated dives in which the woman held their breath while submerging their faces in cold water. The researchers' first finding was that all residents of Jeju, whether Haenyo or not, are genetically distinct from people on the mainland. So both the divers and non-divers of Jeju share the same ancestors. During the simulated dives, it was found that the Haenyo had a much lower heart rate than other participants, which would help them when diving by making a single breath last longer. But this ability was not shared by non-diving Jeju residents, so the researchers now know it's the result of training and not a genetic adaptation. However, all the participants from Jeju, whether divers or not, were more likely than mainland South Koreans to have a gene associated with cold tolerance. They were also 4 times more likely to have a gene associated with lower blood pressure. A person's blood pressure increases when they dive, but for people with this gene, it wouldn't increase as much. The researchers say this discovery could lead to the development of new treatments for high blood pressure. ね、アマさんって日本にもいますけどね。There is a AMA in Japan too. I don't know if they still work like that. Very similar. They dive. Yeah. A discussion. What are your thoughts on Jeju's Haenyo? Yeah. So like I said, there is a similar thing in Japan too. I wonder how they evolved in physical ability. Do you find it surprising that Haenyo may have evolved to be better at diving than other people? Yeah, it's surprising, but we could kind of guess that, you know. Have you tried free diving before? Nah. Would you like to try it? Yeah. Okay. Have you tried it? No. Do you think you'd enjoy a job that involves spending a lot of time in the water? Probably not. I mean, I can get used to it, but at this moment, probably not. Which of your friends or family spends the most time around the water? My husband. He's a surfer, so always in the water. And yeah, for the discussion, are you a good swimmer? Nah. Who taught you how to swim? Nah, nobody. Are there any water sports you'd like to try someday? I used to dive though, with equipment, scuba diving. I wish I can go back. Yeah. Are there any, do you think you'd enjoy living on a small island? Yeah, I would. Like I don't know how small they're talking about. I would love to live in Hawaii. What tropical islands would you like to visit someday? そうね。someday ですか。Anywhere. Fiji とかですかね。 Freediving is a sport of self-discipline and self-awareness. Haha. Harvard Nishu. Do you do any sports or activities you describe in this way? Actually, dancing is very similar. Using your body, any sports, I think it's self-discipline and self-awareness.